Hi everyone, welcome to the Heart of Homeschooling Part 1 video titled Cultivate. My name is Shannon Carpenter, and as many of you know, I'm a homeschooling mom to 7 children, and I've also worked as both a non-classroom based teacher and administrator for California charter schools for about the past 20 plus years. I love the homeschooling community, and it's my passion to encourage and equip homeschooling moms and parents and teachers on this incredible journey. Okay, you guys, before we get started on today's topic, I wanted to share with you what happened to me last Friday in my little hometown that's nestled in the foothills of Northern California. I got this privilege of hosting a Heart of Homeschooling Moms Night at my house. In our little town of about 3,000 people, I thought maybe 5 homeschooling moms would come, but no, I had 15 moms there. It was so awesome. We talked about how to have a growth mindset, how to find your why for homeschooling, and several other things. And then I taught them how to create a family mission statement. It was so awesome. These are all of the topics I teach in the first video from Heart of Homeschooling called Grow. And it's super powerful in equipping the homeschooling mom on her mission to direct her family well and have a firm and confident foundation in the homeschool lifestyle. Anyway, I just wanted to share what an incredible blessing it was for me to open my home and meet with these women. I loved it so much that I'm hosting again next month, and I can't wait. If you aren't in a host group yet, you need to be in one. I love that we can meet virtually and learn together using this amazing technology, but there's nothing that can take the place of meeting face to face. Please, please, please consider joining a host group and even becoming a host. I will help you along the way by providing discussion questions and some training on how to host. Email me at shannon@heartofhomeschooling.org if you're interested, and I'll get you started. Okay, I am so excited about what we are talking about in this lesson called Cultivate, because it has to do with something near and dear to my heart, and that is cultivating relationships. So we better get started. We are going to look at 2 major areas that allow for opportunities for cultivation in your life and in your children's lives. Those 2 areas are mentorship and apprenticeship. Let's talk about mentorship. Having a mentor for you has to be one of the best relationships that you can cultivate. A mentor is simply someone who has more experience with homeschooling than you do, hopefully quite a bit more, and who is willing to share their experience with you and coach you along the way when you need help. A homeschool mentor is especially important when you're just getting started. With the Heart of Homeschooling program, we have mentors already available to you up and down the state of California and in almost every region. We call them hosts, and they have generously volunteered to lead a Heart of Homeschooling group once a month to study the topics we study in the course and help support and encourage homeschool parents locally in different regions. As I mentioned before, when I was talking about my host group, you need to be in one. An in-person host group will help give you the support, and it is where you will likely find close friends and hopefully someone to mentor you and someone you can mentor. While it's my hope that this course and the resources it connects you with provide lots of information you can use for your homeschool journey, there's no substitute for a real person that is a mentor. A mentor can provide specific advice to you and encourage you with both words and by the results they have achieved with their own children. And if you are a homeschool mom or teacher with experience, consider being a mentor to another homeschool parent to pass along your valuable experience. Again, email me at shannon@heartofhomeschooling.org for more information about how to become a host, a mentor, or be a part of another host group. In addition to advising you, a mentor can also help you in the following ways. First of all, a mentor can help you connect to other homeschoolers. They can make you aware of activities in your area that might be beneficial for your homeschool. They can also let you observe or participate in their own homeschooling journey to see what they do. This can be especially helpful before you start your own homeschool. So if you're a newbie, I definitely recommend doing this. And then finally, they can help you get the most of homeschool conventions in your area. What should you look for in a mentor? There are several characteristics that you should seek. First, look for someone who has homeschooled their own children successfully. The best way to assess this is to know the students they have taught. Look for someone whose kids you admire for their personal characteristics, academic achievements, and so on. If someone who is homeschooling has kids that you don't admire, that person probably is not a good candidate for your mentor. Second, consider the person's experience. A mentor should have substantially more experience than you do. Preferably, they should have taught at least one child who is 3 or more years ahead of your first student. This enables them to draw from more experience when advising you. Third, make sure the person is willing to take on this role. Being a mentor is a significant undertaking, as you will no doubt have many questions and will consume lots of his or her time. I recommend that this be before you start acting as if someone is your mentor. You have a specific discussion with her to determine if she or he is interested in having such a relationship. Fourth, assess whether a prospective mentor is able to offer advice effectively. Just because someone has homeschooled their own kids successfully doesn't mean that they can do a good job at mentoring. Don't assume they have the personal and responsible abilities to become a good mentor. For example, some people can teach children very well, but can't do the same with adults. When you locate a mentor, there are some things you need to be considerate of with your mentor's time. As you know well, homeschooling requires a lot of time and effort. If your mentor is currently homeschooling, you have plenty to keep them busy. You need to be mindful of how much time you are consuming. For example, make sure you do your own homework before you go to your mentor with questions so that you can use your mentor's time effectively. Although a mentor will be willing to help you, you shouldn't rely on that mentor completely. Your homeschool is still your responsibility. Benefiting from a mentor should be only one of the sources to help you be successful. Now, what about your children? Yes, they need mentors too, especially